Kataya Hawashai. First off, I'm going to start off by saying all glory and honor. Okay? All right. Back at it again. Just on this walk trail. Haven't been on this channel for quite some time. I want to say, I don't know, about 10 days or so. I believe I might have posted just one preset on the other construction site. Trying to get that situated because that's linked to another device where Prism, if I'm saying that right, Prism here on the live stream. Even though I'm using, I don't know if it's because of ID numbers or whatever. So anyhow, I got a whole new account, whole new everything for that. Just like I'm live streaming and I've been live. Only thing I don't like about be done. So as their latter days. Okay. Yeah, nice little trail right here. Okay. Yeah, nice little trail right here. So nevertheless, hey, look, hold fast and just keep the faith. Do the work and endure. Okay? I mean, some of us, we catching, all of us that are sincere about this are catching hell, but hey, the work nevertheless has to go on. This is Yahweh Shai's program, okay? So I'm going to begin off with, let's go to Jeremiah. The infamous precept right here. Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that had been before me and before thee of old prophesied it both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Okay? So this is going to continue until this whole place is utterly wasted. Look at that tree got unrooted. Okay? Unrooted. Just prop down right quick. I wish I had my tripod with me. But yeah, there's vegetation back here, kind of way off the beaten path. Plus, it's the touch of nature. Like I was saying, and I always have said, there's times where there's deer back here. So, it's not like they jump out or anything. So, not so far. The spirit, anything happen. Spirit can happen, and anything can jump on anybody. So yeah, nevertheless, prophecy has to move forward. Okay? It has to move forward. Even if you, this is a thing of faith, man. We're at the tail end of this, and there's really no room for wavering. There's no room for to be feeble-minded. Okay? Yeah. Let's see here. I put something up way earlier this morning, but that's as good as the last. Slacky. Gotta juggle. Everything's gonna be built up. It's gonna be a faith builder. We all fall. We're all gonna fall. We're all our trials and heavy afflictions. We're gonna have. Okay. But that's where the mental fortitude is being worked on. Okay, the mental fortitude. List of things that you can do to fortify your mental fortitude. Okay. Chapter 2 and 7. No, Salakia. Sirach, better known as Ecclesiasticus 2 and 14. Woe unto you, lost patience. And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? Okay? Again, I say this as a faith builder. And see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? Okay. All right, and we're gonna have those. We're gonna have those days. Okay. I know I've had oftentimes had those days, but you grow from it. Okay, you grow from it. That's where that experience kicks in at. Okay, when the doubt demons are around you, okay, all of those distractions start to, they mound up too. You know, certain days you're gonna feel like just everybody's attacking you. They're being sent your way. And it's not the person, but it's the intent on the person, and the person don't even know they're being used. Okay, by a spiritual demon, Satan. Okay, and his minions. Okay. Remember, this is spiritual warfare. All right. Let's see here. What am I looking for? Know what you signed up for. Okay. What we all got to remember what we signed up for. Okay, at the end of and what are we in it for? What okay? Well worth fighting for. All right, let's see. Because once, I was listening to the brother down in Barbados. I want to say the brother down in Barbados, and he said it well. We got to be in this without wavering. And once you on duty, that's like if you ever seen that movie? A good example. If you ever seen that movie. Stand By Me. Stand By Me, yeah, that's it. Where they went on that camping trip and they found that dead body. And then you know the kid took his dad's gun and they were camping out there by the railroad tracks, and the kid they all had to stand on their watches even though they were scared as hell out there. You know, the owl will go hoo hoo, you know, or something a creek, you know. But each of them had their own character and personality on their watch during the night, you know. Just making an example out of that. I know this is far more serious than that movie, but that was just making an example. Well, the brother down in Barbados that I was listening to, and I listened to his whole stream, okay. And he was saying, GMS brother, he was saying how, you know, once you in this, you in this. You know, let's not be with this, take all the trials and afflictions start to bear in. You find out you're Israelite. You find out all of the beautiful blessings and how the Lord's gonna receive his people once again out of this hell and captivity after this chastisement and great fall of this wicked ass kingdom, okay, ever erected on the planet Earth. Okay, but then when it's time, we like the parable of the sower, the reaper and the sower, the pair of the sower, not the reaper and the sower. That's something else. The sower. I'm all over the place, kind of scatterbrained right now. Did a lot of walking. Nevertheless, it ain't about me. But the parable of the sower, you know. Then, you know, once you got to be rooted in this thing. Okay, you can't let nothing uproot you for nothing in this world once you in this. I mean, you can't, I mean, if you were the spirit, one of those spirits, you can't make yourself first off one of the elect. Okay? That's what I gotta go ahead and say that. I can't make myself of the elect. I can't, there's certain things that we are not allotted to do. I didn't give myself this gift. None of us gave us our lots. It was just our time to wake up. Okay? And to spread this glorious gospel. Just to warn. Okay? Warn from what? The pending dangers. Warn the pending dangers, and not only that, but what's at stake here, into repentance. But nevertheless, not to get too far off, it might start raining back through here. It's been some weird weather today. So if I clip it at any time, I just clip it. All right, you're just gonna have to forgive me for that. Let's go over here to let's go over here to 2 Timothy 2 and 3. Therefore, endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi Hamashiach. Okay? Remember, this is his ministry. Okay? Positions. Okay? That's our leader. Okay? All right? In this spiritual house of faith. This fortified spiritual house of faith that's being built worldwide. Not just here in Babylon. This is for way beyond Babylon. Okay? That's what this is about. That's what this is for. Some have and everybody ain't gonna. Jake is well gone. He's beyond black. Well, I don't know what to call anything else beyond that, the darkest state where there's no point of return. So there's just a remnant that needs to be gathered and heard, that needs to hear this word, receive it, okay, receive it, and be sealed with it, and this thing can be on its way on out by flight. Okay, and you can see it around you. You can see what's taking place. And what the Lord's doing. You can see that. And this ain't for everybody. Let's see. I hope this rain don't come through here. If it do, oh well. Okay. Matthew 10 and 5. These 12 Yahawashi sent forth and commanded them, saying, that's an order, commanded them, saying, go not into the ways of the Gentiles and into any city of the Samaritans, because they were doing wickedly. Okay, Baalim worshiping, Ashtar worshiping. That's when the northern kingdom was going off more than ever. I believe that's over in Samaria. I read that over in, you can find all of that in Hosea. The prophet Hosea was on the scene. Okay. All right. When Israel, the northern kingdom, was going off. Okay. during Yahushai's time. This is during the prophets, people at the time, the rulers at the time. Okay? So there were wicked priests. There were wicked, because they were under a different rulership. Okay? So that ruler was putting in office who he wanted to put in office. So things weren't being done right. Okay? Matthew 10:5. These 12 Yahushai sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, because they were already well gone. Okay? Well gone with the customs. Okay, and after the ordinance, just like today. Okay? Just like today. Okay, and there's, they well spun, they gone, they believe what they believe. So at like this time, the same thing then. But go after Salakia. All red letter, Yahushai's words, Matthew 10:6. But go rather to the lost sheep. Okay? And as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Okay? And Yahushai was on the scene as what? Oh, okay? During his walk on the way to fulfilling all prophecies, what was he? Known as the healer and the physician. Okay? The healer and the physician. All right? And through the fulfillment paid with the price of his precious blood, what? Our Savior. Okay? So this isn't for everybody. Not at this particular time. Not at this particular time. You think you can say them everything that you see that's being modeled after nowadays? You can't say these this generation. This is that generation that was talked about by the prophets. That the prophets was having a hard time with. Now they just back for judgment. And you can see it, I not to talk down like that, but you can see it of these dudes. You can see it. Frail, weak. They're just back from one thing. And they all are identical. Frail, malnutrition. I mean, hell, the skinniest malnutrition person in my childhood, dude in my childhood, would be bigger than one of them, and I'm one of them. And that was skinny. And I'm a big version of skinny. I'm big to them. This version of skinny now. But you had Esau tweaking with the medicines, and Eve with her dumbass trusting in her wicked ass oppressor, let alone they worked hand in hand. So she let him do anything and give any nutrients advice. Okay, so now you got size 18, size 15 waist jeans. Okay, size 50. I mean, for a whole generation. And these are gonna grow up to be, and they grow up to be tall. But this is what you got. You can see what has taken place, especially with our women, and particularly Eve. Why? Because Eve is part of the head tribe. Okay? The head tribe. Okay? Now, is it all of Eve's fault? A lot of it is. Okay? Because now it's just like making babies for no reason. Like one of the brothers had said on this video. This is a culture that just goes after the pleasure. There's no principle, no morals behind it anymore. Not anymore. At least when I was growing up in the 80s and the 70s, not 70s, I was born in 79. So in in the 90s, there was still some form of structure, family structure. Okay, you still had marriages going on. You still had couples staying together, whether it was just out of gridlock, whatever, however you call it, in modern sense, in the worldly sense. I know that when two male and a woman, female and male, lie together, that's marriage. Even before they have the child, okay? And even more so, okay, when she's a virgin. And then that's when the true para bonding can actually happen and take place the rightful way. But not in this society, see? All wickedness is glorified in this society. So that's why, hey, there's a remnant and a small few that need to be gathered, and then, hey, this place got to go. After that, this place just got to, it got to be fanned. Okay, this is that great thrusting floor. Okay, the reapers got to come in, all right? And then, the fishers got to turn hunters, all right, as it reads. I mean, because the fishing season is just about over with. You could just tell. It's in the air. You could tell. The vibration on the earth is low. You could tell. All right. Verse 8. And I'm going to close with this one. Yahushai's word. Matthew 10 and 8. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. All right? So, yeah, this place is done. Operation is finished. Okay. It's to the point. Even if it could be cured, roughly paraphrasing, even if it would or could have been cured, roughly paraphrasing, all right, it still can't. Let's see here. It just can't be cured. So with that said, Lord willing, to the next.